Deciding what to put in the income box on your credit card application can be straightforward for some, but complicated for others, because income can be salary, wages, tips, dividends, payments from others, and inheritance. You could be a stay-at-home mom or parent who solely relies on your partner's income. Credit card companies don't operate on the honor system like some people think they do, so let's discuss what counts as income. In the past, the only money you could report was the money you earned, so if you are a stay-at-home parent or if you just solely depend on your spouse or parents, getting your own card was very unlikely or difficult to do. You can now include household income on your application, and household income can come from your spouse, parents, siblings. However, you can only include household income on your application if you personally have access to these funds. I also just want to say that this video is not implying that you will miraculously get approved for a credit card that you wouldn't normally get approved for just because you have higher income. Amex looks at your credit report, credit score, your debt, and other factors to determine whether or not they're going to approve you for a card. The concrete definition of what banks can count as income can be found in the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's book, also known as the CFPB. In Section 1026-51, which covers your ability to pay, you will find the specific instructions given to banks on what type of income they can consider when extending credit, issuing cards, or approving credit limit increases. The Credit Card Act of 2009 states credit card companies must consider the consumer's ability to make the required payments when deciding to approve an application or not. A 2013 amendment expanded the definition of one's ability to make the required payments so that consumers can include any income they have reasonable access to. It can also include non-wage income such as savings, trust funds. The law now says that your spouse's income is just as good as your own independent income when applying for a credit card. To put this in layman's terms, you can live in the same household with someone and not have access to their money. So in that case, you cannot include that income when applying for a credit card. Another example is, let's say you are married and you don't work and you rely solely on your spouse to provide for you. You can include their income on your credit card application, as that will be the income that is used to pay for your credit card bill, or in the specific definition, used to make the required payments on your card. Any payment that you directly receive legally and have access to counts as income. Examples of this include joint accounts with someone that has direct deposit, employment, self-employment, military, investments, retirement benefits, and more. I will include a full list on the screen at the end of this video. Payments that don't count as income include tax debt, child support or alimony if you are the one paying it. If you are the one receiving child support or alimony, you are able to count that as income. And garnished wages are another example of what do not count as income. So reporting higher income is legal and okay if you do it in the way that was discussed in this video. If you do legally report higher income but you struggle with overspending and you do get that higher credit limit, that might put you in a financial risk because now you cannot manage the amount of credit that you have been given. Amex and all credit card companies want to give you a limit that they feel is appropriate and that they feel that you can pay back. They also reserve the right to request a financial review if they decide something is not right with your spending patterns. This will include submitting documentation such as your recent pay stubs or taxes. If you are found guilty, they can lower your credit limit or even close your account altogether and prevent you from opening new accounts with them in the future. Also, if you file for bankruptcy after obtaining debt through false claims, that debt cannot be wiped out. Amex will also be able to file civil or criminal penalties against you, and in the most extreme cases, you may end up in prison. So only report extra income if it's accurate according to the CFPB guidelines we talked about earlier. Always do your own research, and remember that inflating your income doesn't really help you in the long run, especially if you get caught. Especially if you're someone that struggles with spending. Having a higher spending limit isn't a flex if you can't manage it responsibly. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.